That's culture. Okay. Business culture is the personality. It is the personality. It's the personality of the organization based on the shared values. It's the personality of the organization. Business culture is the personality. Now the question is, does the business have a personality like you and me? Yes, yes. That's why this is the University of Lyon, and that is Malaya Assembly of God, and that is to be, and that is Union, that is Export, that is Better Society. We can offer the same programs. We may have a business administration program at the we may have one at Export, another one at the University of Lyon. But because each of these universities has got their own personality. And what is personality? It is the character of that particular business. Every business, you see, banks do the same things. Banks do the same things. National Bank does the same thing. Standard Bank does the same thing. NBS does the same thing. FDH does the same thing. First Capital Bank, they do the same thing. The services are the same. But I can tell you, when you are a national bank, you know you are a national bank. When you are an FDH bank, you know you are an FDH bank. Because the workers in national bank have got shared assumptions and beliefs that shape the behavior of that organization. Because the workers in national bank or standard bank, they have got shared values and assumptions. And by the way, most of the banks are blue, except NPS. Centenary is a little bit light blue, but you can say, I don't know why they like blue. National Bank is blue, Standard Bank is blue, First Capital Bank is blue, Centenary is almost blue. It's only NPS which I find is FDH is blue as well. I don't know where they put the color blue, but most of the banks are blue, except NPS which is red. Does that tell us something about their behavior? What does the color blue show? Why did banks rush to have blue as their color? These are things that students should be able to find out. I just get amazed to say when I'm in a BS bank, a national bank is blue, Standard Bank is blue, FDH is blue, First Capital Bank is blue, deficit preferred color. But the point is, these 3 points are very important about business cash. So your business should have a culture. So your business should have a culture. What is that? It will be the shared assumption. Now, what are the shared assumptions? What are assumptions? Assumptions are those things that we take for granted. Take for granted. We take for granted. These are assumptions. And I'll tell you that most of the assumptions in organizations, which form the culture of that business. Because I want you to run your own businesses based on this information. I want you to manage a business based on the culture that you want to promote. See, most businesses promote their culture through their slogan. Their slogan gives us an assumption that this is what is shared in that organization. Let me give you some of the slogans we have in businesses. And let me tell you that this is an assumption, and this is what makes another organization to be, or business to be that business. Let's take, for example, examples of airline businesses. Airline businesses. Let's take that for example. Airline businesses. The assumption when you get into Emirates, the assumption is you find that their slogan is fly better. You see, some of these things don't just come. I've seen people having those t-shirts or box-shirts printed Emirates, and below they say fly better. You people should know that in business, we need to have an assumption. And the assumption is always carried out in the slogan of that business, for which it is known. So what the assumption is, by saying fly better, it means all the employees at Emirates will make your flight a better flight. That's what we're saying. It's a system of shared assumption. So every worker, starting from the pilot, the captain, right down to the people on the ground, or the air hostesses or whatever, whoever is in that flight will make you fly better. That's what we mean by shared assumption. Look at Kenyan Airways. Kenyan Airways. Kenyan Airways will tell you that this is the pride of Africa. The pride of Africa. The pride of Africa. Look, that slogan gives us an assumption that it is the number one African airline. That's what it is. So don't think that the slogan you have in front of every business is just there. It tells us a lot about how that business behaves. I would expect to fly better in Emirates. And the flying better will be based on the people that will handle me in the plane. I expect that when I fly Kenyan Airways, it's the pride of Africa. What do I expect? I expect African food in about that because it's the pride of Africa. I will expect promotion of African issues in the plane because it's the pride of Africa. What are we proud of as Africans? Take the example of trading issues. Let's take Kentucky Fried Chicken. What is their assumption? What is the assumption of KFC? The slogan you get about KFC is it's finger licking good. Okay? That's what you get. Finger licking good. Finger licking good. What does that tell you? It tells us that when you are eating, you actually be ending up doing, that's the assumption. That's what an assumption is. In video people doing business administration, I find it's always open for creativity. The sky is the limit. If there is anything that is very interesting, something that is very interesting, it must be in business management. You imagine, you take your customers and say, this is the finger licking goat. So you don't go wrong. You buy that box and you get that piece of chicken, it's finger licking goat. That's the assumption. So when you walk into KFC, the assumption is you get something that is finger licking goat. That's why we are saying, which means starting from the chef, right down to the one who gives you that box, they know about this. That's why it is the system of shared assumptions. That is why in your business, everyone should know why you are doing that business. Because that will make the cut of that business. If there are some employees who don't know, then there is something that is wrong. There's something is wrong. I also get interested in Coca-Cola. You see, the assumption, Coca-Cola, if you check, it says open happiness. What a good slogan, open happiness. So when you open the bottle of Coca-Cola, you are opening happiness. Look at that. These things don't just come by chance. They come because some business development managers thought about that. It's not easy. They thought about this. That's why we're saying a business culture is the system of shared assumption. So expect that when people are drinking a Coke, they are drinking happiness. What about Toyota, the famous Toyota? places. And true. The Toyota has lived up to that. Go to places. Okay, let's go places. Let's go places. Let's go places. As simple as that. Let's go places. And the Toyota is everywhere. The Toyota is everywhere. The cars that are parked there, I can tell you if there are 15, 11 or 12 must be Toyotas. Because their assumption was, let's go places. You'll find a Toyota in every country on earth. There is a Toyota because it's let's go places. So those people that work for Toyota in Japan, if you're also remembering the business model, the Japanese human resources management, whoever works for Toyota is always thinking of let's expand Toyota to places so that people can go places. That's why Toyota is everywhere. It has invaded every corner of the world. Toyota cars are in Brazil, they are in Russia, they are everywhere. For people to go to places. And we are going to places because of that. So that's the shared assumption. Why am I spending a lot of time with you people? Because I know that you are doing business development or business management, Bachelor of Business Administration, BPA. You'll be very instrumental in bringing up, in expanding businesses by this information. If someone wants to start a business and then they consult you to say, I said in front of your business, car wash business, you need to come. What will be your slogan? What will be your slogan? That's what you people need to do. Because you're doing business management, business administration. Why did you? So you ask him a lot of questions. You want to start a car washing? There are so many car washing places. What is it? What will be your special about that? I don't see that money. I want this. Okay. What type of people should come? No, I want people who are maybe executives. Because you see, these car washes are along the road. There is no shelter. And these big people sometimes they don't want to stay at home. So I want to build a shed. I want also to be buying newspapers to put there. So that when I'm washing, I'm targeting people from area 43, area 50. So when they come, they can read the newspapers. I also want to do some places where maybe they bring some children so that they can play this. This is the business. This is what we want to see in the culture. We want people that think. It's not just somewhere you put some small water stones and you say, car wash. No. It requires you people with degrees to tell those people. There is one here. When I was back, it requires somebody with business skills to make this better. Chitokoko is close, is area 47. These people that come and fuel at the Chitokoko filling station must be people with bid. And these must be people that are senior, people that are bosses or people that are retired. You need a car wash that is comprehensive, that has got several things. So if you start putting newspapers there, these people will leave and say, as I wait for my car, I'll wait. So make a budget. It doesn't matter. You buy a newspaper 1,500 each, buy two. Nation, weekend nation, daily, put them there. These people will track them. Who will pay for those newspapers? They will pay. Because the car wash each make them 7,000. They will still stay there because of the newspaper. But the choice is those. You can have your car washed at 500 twice. But then, you should be prepared for the tough time. You have nowhere to stay, to stand. They can spill water on you. It's 500 quite only. But you can say 7,000 for me. I'll give you a newspaper, you read. If you bring your kids, they can play seesaw as you are waiting. But you see, in the end, the customer will pay for that service. And they are ready to pay. You see, what makes people produce their money is not how cheap. It is the value that they pay for the service. That's what you should know as business people. We don't pay for because things are cheap. We pay when we know that we are buying value. That's why in KFC, you buy that small packet of chips. I don't know how many chips pieces are there. Some people say it's only 11 pieces of chips. You buy at 3,000 euros. How many chips you want to buy outside there? 500 will be enough for the two or three of us. 1,000 will be enough for us. but you want. But you go there, that's small business. Because people will produce money when they know there is value, not because something is cheap. This is what should come into your mind. This is what we are talking about. So these slogans you see carry the assumption which is shared by the organization as well as the members of the organization. Yeah. Right, so you might as well also now be thinking about most I can write. Go TV. They say leave it, love it. Those statements don't just come. They are carrying the assumptions. Okay, look at every business. It has a slogan. The slogan is the shared assumption. Even for you as a customer, before you walk into a KFC, you walk with an assumption that what you get is fingerprint. So should you get something contrary to that, then it will be different. So our Malawian businesses, because they start from home. Any small business that people want to start, let's think of how unique we are going to be in our business. What will be our shared assumption between ourselves, the workers we have, and the customers? Me as the owner of the business, shared by those that are working for me, as well as the customers that will come to my business. What will be the shared assumption? That's business management. That's business culture. So as I've said, anyone who comes to you and say, okay, you've got a degree in business administration, yeah, I want to start a business, or I want to open a private school. Yes. A private school. Okay. There are so many. What will make yours different from the others? What do you want to achieve? That will help you to shape the assumption. What should parents expect from that school, which is not provided by the other schools? Why should people come to invest on you? There must be an assumption. And before you students decide to choose, there are so many universities. I'm very sure that they were influenced by the university's assumption, which is part of our culture as an institution for learning. Look at these private universities. They also have a slogan. Here we have think ahead, stay ahead. You go somewhere, they say shaping leaders for tomorrow. I've seen one of them. You go somewhere, they say Ukuza Muntu. You go to every university, they have a shared assumption. So this is what we expect. So go to every private organization or any business, you must have some. I know of some Samsung has a very interesting slogan like this. Samsung, is a very famous thing to do what you can't. So whatever you can't, you can do it with Samsung. Very nice slogan. That's the assumption. So by saying Samsung, it becomes to do what you can't. You know, this thing has to do everything. There is a torch here. Okay, there is a calculator here, there is a radio here. Do what you can't. Do what you can't, you do it here. There is everything. You don't even need these things. So you can see how it is killing business. Flashlight, radio, calculator, watch. So many. You can type, so small computer, Samsung, do what you can't. So those, to you, what you know is that this is the way I've introduced organizational business culture. The assumptions are contained in the slogan of the particular business. I just want also to say that I think I mentioned this thing some time back, but because now this is about business culture, I also need to say something about it. Apart from the assumptions, I've talked about the values and beliefs. The first part I was talking about assumptions. Now, values and beliefs. Every business has got values. What is regarded to be important? What the business regards to be important. Okay. What the organization believes in, what the business believes in. So, there are several values and beliefs. Okay. Some organizations, some businesses believe in strict adherence to set procedures. Some businesses believe in strict adherence to set procedures. Now, those type of businesses which believe in strict adherence to set procedures have a culture that is called hierarchical culture. So these businesses are what we call hierarchical culture business. What are the assumptions in such businesses? The assumptions is that procedures must be followed. And most of these are government businesses. E.g., government businesses. One of them, if you talk about HRM, Malawi Revenue Authority, you can't jump a state. That's just one example. There are some businesses where you have to adhere to set practices. Very slow, but the procedures have to be followed. It's very important. And I'm giving an example of government businesses. Malawi Revenue Authority. You have to follow a procedure. If you are managing a business, because you need to know this. In your business, as you help people to set up businesses, you also have to tell them that it is a requirement that people must pay tax. And in paying taxes, there are procedures at MRA. The procedures include making sure that for you to continue your business, you must have what is called a tax clearance certificate. This is a very important document. And family business, it's called a TC. You need to have this knowledge. Contrary business, the next year, for him to continue the business, he must have a TC. TC is tax clearance certificate. In other words, you will issue the MRA, and there is nothing. Business, you tell them how much you sold and what your profit you made, and they ask you how much to pay. And once you have paid them, what's a tax clearance certificate. So my business has been I've seen friends saying, I say I'm MRA sign my business center because it's my favorite, declare tax clearance. And this is a requirement for you to get another business. I'm a friend to tax clear. However, we can business, you must register. These are important things that you need to know. You register your business with the registrar of companies. I'm a certificate. You are also supposed to go to MRI and go to a business. The other one is called TPIA. TPIA, the number million of what? This is taxpayer identification number. TPIA. How many you say or one can have TPIA? For them to get more business. When I say no, I have to one is making so TPIA, that's the first thing. This is now pure business management and business administration. Because somebody one day surprised you by asking you some information about how to begin a business. He just maybe has heard that you are doing business administration. So he thinks you know everything. I say, I want to start a business. What should be the process? It depends on the size of the business, how established, who is. Even the answers were stationary. Let's take stationary. I said, I want to be a stationary man in the family. I want to start a stationary business. It's some people have China. Since they are taking a salary and do it on the buy. What should be the procedure? Tell them, one, go to register a company, get a business license. It's 10,000 otherwise. Even if they expire this 1 to 3 years. Currently, it was annually, but 3 years now. You pay 10,000. Imagine a degree. In our business. That is a check. Normally, they ask you to give 3 names. In the case denial, he is already being in use. So much over that 3. That was the one we know this one is not in use. That was a look at the business I was carrying 30,000. Over to that certificate, you go to MRI, around that station I saw where I'm in the area 3, okay? So we have a state center, okay? That was this card is free. I'm what's the number? It is called TPIA, taxpayer identification. That was a good. Business at the end of the year, Muzali Basi statement to Munaro Sazana Zabuji, Mokuramu, so much. The minimum person needs a profit. Even if you haven't made a profit, show us those accounts. Tell us it was 0 profit. Bring that information. Then we'll give you this. So such businesses are so hierarchical. You can't jump. And what happens here in Malawi? And if it's a DPIA, we register companies and if it's a license. 1 year, I'm supposed to be Malawi. I also be able to go to the so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, what's a bit of MRI? Your business is the business license. Yeah, is expired. Mukabile will register a company. I read the check out of the MRI. Because these things are interlinked. For you to renew your business, you must have cleared with MRI. So after 3 years, you find it, you go to renew your license, they say no. Almost at the same time, you are selling stationery. Let's say they want you to supply hundreds of paper. So many India computers. You have one agenda, they are expecting million. You see, also say, tax clearance. Because there is no way you can win a contract or a tender without this. Now, if you're not doing this, businesses are quite That's what happened. So what I'm saying is, we should allow that there are certain businesses which have to follow procedures. Yes, they are very slow. I agree. People are losing my contract just because I did that experience. And it's very strict. Very strict. Business yards, stationary, you couldn't tender. This is 30 million. We supply this, but you see they will still demand for taxpayers. To show that you are a good citizen, you pay taxes. So we should understand that we shouldn't just blame a business in our There must be practices and procedures that must be followed. MRA does not delay. MRA follows procedure. And in America, we see because our business and media moved up. Because they are struggling with MRA. I believe a flexibility. We know so many so many millions. Just tell us that you are running this business and that you don't exceed so much. If anything goes for the sake of the taxpayers, because most companies are going to beat. If I want to do my contract, I go money and because they are the taxpayers. So in the bank of business organization and the matter and so for my friend, the master contract and we must have taxpayers. So MRA has a little bit of the gap. They're saying business here will so many millions. Musabulika so much fun and another put it back in my account, see the balance, income, my expenses, profit is much good. To my higher and feel the business and okay. The business is similar to the I'm going to figure out today. I look over I'm going to 10,000. We might have 10,000 at the end of the year. I'm going to tax years, not our business scout. So many millions. So there is no need to my financial statement. Let them just say it's good. The reason is there are some businesses which must follow the way the procedures must be followed. That's one. The last one for today, not the last one for this particular. So this one is called hierarchical. This is a type of business which has to follow, has to adhere to procedures. It has to adhere to procedures. There is no way one do shortcuts. You will spend a and I can tell you, when a taxpayer, you will run away from taxpayers. Although about this taxpayer. What's the solution for this to happen? So this document is very much talked about. So then okay, this was like an account number, whereby when you pay your taxes to MRA, and then they give you this. But in their account, your account, it seems you don't remit the tax. You don't remit the tax. That's what happened. The second one, I just have to mention it and we'll do it. I think we'll cover it in the next meeting.
Does the hierarchical culture only practiced internally or even outside the business?
Mostly it's internally, but it also influences outside the business. In the sense that it will affect your business as well. The business culture, MRA, will affect your business. Because it will make you feel like you feel to get the business. Because they will still ask for this. And you have to go back to them. And the problem with MRA is and so on. There will be times that your business external will be affected by the practices of the MRA. And if you were running away from tax now, so it's penalties.
So it's like you're saying that according to the definition, you said that it's a personality of an organization. It means that there are some practices that the business follows despite what other people, other organizations do.
That's the way the personality is. The personality is that
it doesn't invade taxes.
That's definitely. And you can talk about, exactly that a culture is the personality of the business, which also affects the people. Look at the way the business culture, if let's not use business, but let's say organizational culture. And perhaps how many are soldiers or those people that are in the Malawi police service. Can't you see that these people can't get culture again? It doesn't take time for you to know this one, no police surveillance guy. What makes you think about that? It's because of the way assumption in airport, 2 students I will get. I didn't ask them what I'm going to show, but I knew that they are policemen. I tell you, even like I'm one last man going to put they will do this. Because that's their shared assumption. Someone who's like, well, you know, this might be this guy. You see? So it's really, it's a culture, it's a personality of the organization which is shared to the people themselves. The people and the environment. What is the standard? You might take long, even organizing down. Many this one must be your voice. They are trained to the extent to catch their business, their organizational image also affects their own culture and way of life. Yeah. So if you join the Marriage Defense Force, I tell you within 6 months you will change completely. Because the kind of that organization will also influence your behavior. You will change the thing. If you join the Marriage Police Service, you will also change. And that's the way it is. Even the way these people ask. Guys, I want you to in my particular another investigations, number cases. The way they ask the questions, I'm not talking to you because they have been trained that way. So yes, that's the personality of the organization, which also escalates to the people that are in that organization. Because the system is shared. What the organization believes in, the way it behaves also affects the way the people that in the organization will also behave. So the next thing that I'll talk about, I think we have covered the sufficiency, just like for you to know something like the business culture, because I thought it was important. The next thing that I'll talk about is the one that I mentioned sometimes, called democracy culture. Democracy. So after the hierarchical culture is where the organization believes in. So number 2 is the organization or the business believes in. The organization, the business believes in continuous improvement. It believes in continuous improvement, innovations, and creativity. This is organization is continuous improvement, my innovation and creativity. This is called a democracy culture. Democracy culture. That's the personality of that organization. Creativity, adaptation, and flexibility. There are some organizations which are driven by this. Continuous improvement. Innovation, creativity, adaptation, and flexibility. It's called democracy. So, if you look at the bank, they fall under this. That's why it stands the bank, they must be moving forward. Stands the bank, moving forward. Meaning they are ready to do my innovation, flexibility. Mobile service providers. Airlines. Siege companies. These are examples of where the culture is a democracy. They believe in adaptation. They believe in flexibility. They believe in continuous improvement. And the banks are always in continuous improvement. My services should reach out to the customers without problems. Online. So many. Right, we will meet next week. It will be our 7th time. Wednesdays, I have something to do this week. So we meet. Good.